Welcome back, survivors. I'm the Survivalist, and we return to Carnivores Legacy version 1.10, or the latest version. There was comments that were coming in from last week's episodes, the first two that went out, that there was a patch or a version that released on Christmas Day or around Christmas Day that fixed a major bug that would have caused the trophy room some issues. So we did lose the two parasaurs that we had added to the trophy room, but aside from that, nothing really major was lost, so it's no big deal. We're going to return to Carnivores Legacy, try to get those again, as well as a few other things. Take the full roster with me. I also got told in the comments that apparently the shotgun in Carnivores 1 always operated with it only, shot one projectile out. I don't know why the audio suddenly came back to me there, but yeah, apparently the shotgun only shot out one round of ammo instead of the pellets we're used to in Carnivores 1, which I never realized. But we're going to go for the top four again, back to Woods Terran Chalks. I'm just going to do one quick check to the settings. Just make sure, density is up to high, so that should be just fine. Everything looks good, so we will hop in and try to get the trophy room a little more filled out this time. Okay, we're loaded in here, and already I kind of want to try with just the... You know what? Because we do have to basically try to reclaim the trophies we lost, maybe we'll just stick to... try and use the sniper rifle on it. There we go. Yeah, so getting dropped in beside the Parasaur is helpful to get us back some of the trophies that we, well, granted it was only two, but we'll still replenish those soon enough. I still want to try going after the Dryosaurs on this map, as well as... was it Ornithomimus? There's a much larger kind of Gallimimus-like one that we'd spotted the first week on the map. I'd like to try to take that, so that way we can see if that is a trophy endemic animal or not. We also came across a few other ones in... around some, swamp areas. Yeah, might as well... the wind is pointing us directly into the center of the map, so I guess we might as well just go with it. We just want to basically try to get some more trophies, flesh the things out. I think I have seen majority of what Terran Chalks will have to offer. I just want to see if the endemic animals... if some of them will appear in the trophy room at all, or not. Because, there were the... Phytosauruses? The little crocodile guys, or crocodilian-like ones, that actually could go aggressive if you got too close to them. I took down one or two of them, and they weren't a trophy species. I'm just going to see if I can call this guy around and get him to come over here for us. Oh. Okay, just a Gallimimus up there. Oh. Yeah, you went... Well, I guess I will hand it. The wind probably gave us away. They are directly that direction, so as long as the wind is, going that left and right that it sort of wobbles at, I can see that's what gave us away. So yeah, again, I'm just going to work our way kind of towards the center of the map. I'm trying to think of what I want to have for, self-defense tool. With the shotgun not behaving like the other carnivore shotguns do, I don't really know. I guess just the revolver. Okay, where even is the revolver? Because that's the regular pistol. That's the Expo. That's the rifle. That's that. Okay, the revolver actually got changed in position to be the 6th slot weapon. Kind of surprised at that. Ooh. Okay, now I don't want to run, because there is another Pachycephalosaurus right out there. I will just be ready with this, because I thought I saw something over here, too. It could have just been a Gallimimus, but... doesn't hurt just to be cautious. Yeah, okay, so you... I'll see if I can try to use the terrain in this to... let me use the regular rifle. I don't want to rely entirely on the sniper rifle, because then it just kind of gets boring of the same thing over and over again. And it's good to get some practice in with the other weapons. There we go. Nice shot, get another addition to the trophy room. And I don't think there's anything else around here, so maybe I will just rely on the revolver as our self-defense tool. Ooh. Oh, what the? Why is there a Rex as an ambient... Rexes are an ambient spawn or an endemic spawn? Yeah, we'll exit. Okay, we're back into another hunt, and I really do not know how I feel about the Rexes being an endemic spawn. Like, unless they have a changed mortal zone, so it's not just the eye, it feels like that's going to be, I really don't know about that as a design choice. Oh, and we got a Trachodon. God, I've never heard of... Okay, well, the Allosaurus... I've never heard of the Trachodon or seen one before, so I'm guessing it's maybe a rare spawn for the map. But yeah, having a Rex is an endemic, I don't know about that. Because the thing is, when it comes to the Rex hunts, because of how challenging they can be as a species to take down with having that very small mortal zone, you kind of want to be fully prepared to know that's going to be an option to go after or you have to face. Having them just as an endemic species, I really don't know about that as a pick. Like, Jurassic Park Hunter Legends had Rexes and that to it, but the mortal zones were a little bit more larger in sizing, as well as your weapon roster was much more equipped to try tackling them, because you had a lot more weapons that had high volumes of fire, spreading shot patterns. There was a little bit more luck you would have trying to focus and get them down with the mortal zones they got. If it is like, if the endemic Rexes are how they are for carnivores, the only way to put them down will be an eye shot, and you don't have a lot of weapons that are going to help you unless you, again, just get that really precise hit in. So I really don't know about that. It is also something, too, with how, oh, there it is. With how sensitive the Rexes are for picking up the player, too. I can see that also posing some problems in the game for trying to play in that. Now, since I've never gone after this guy, I have no idea if or where his mortal zone is. He's really well animated, though, I've got to admit that. Well, there we go. Okay, so the Trachodon did count as an animal. God, like, now I have no idea how to pace out this hunt. Do I keep going with the threat of the Rex, or do I just... I'm going to take back what I've got just so we have something, but yeah, this throws a lot out of whack. Okay, we're into another hunt with those trophies saved, and the weird thing is the Rex is on the trophy roster, but it's spawning in where I don't think it should be able to be spawning unless you have it selected, which... Again, I don't know, maybe it's just a little bug that's happened in this release, but it's definitely thrown me for a little bit of a loop to have had the Rex just, like, out of nowhere be on the map. I don't know if it's, like, because I have a certain point amount that can trigger them to spawn, or it's just because of an M.E.E. mod, it can have them spawn, in general, anytime you load into a hunt. Well, we've at least got a few new things for the trophy room we can take a look at. And we'll keep going for another hunt just to see how it goes. I'm trying to think... Yeah, so the other ones I want to try getting at least one of are the Dryosaur. And that... I mean, I think the Ornithomimus is what it was. But truth be told, I have no idea. Again, that is one of the things that, actually, I should check in the menu when I do go to select a map, is see if these map details will start including a little list of endemic species. So that way you kind of at least have some way in-game of knowing what other species you might want to be on lookout for as you go into certain maps. Oh, excuse me. But hopefully we don't have any more surprise Rexes. I wouldn't mind them too much if, again, we just had a little bit more to kind of deal with them. Their mortal zone is still just the eye for having to take them down. And, like, I do expect that we might see Carnivores or some of the other further animals of the trophy roster spawn in sometimes too, but the Rex I still think is one that should only be in if you've properly and selected it to be on hunts. It's just too powerful and too dangerous of an animal, I think, to be otherwise. That one you kind of have to sign up for some punishment in order to make it justified. Yeah, we'll just keep roaming about, try and check over the hills and that, see what we can find. The wind thankfully isn't pushing towards the center of the map. It seems to be a little bit more focused blowing to the south. So we can try just roaming about and going to the west and see what we can find. Actually, you know what? I might pick up the pace a little bit because we do have a lot of ground to cover. And we'll probably do... Next episode will be Woods of Turan Chalks 2, just to clear up anything else that I might miss this episode. And then next week we'll probably be moving on to the next map. Again, it's not going to be the long format of an actual progression play like I used to do for Carnivores. It'll just be trying to show off and go through the maps, see the animals and the ambience, and try out the weapon roster. There's nothing really that new weapon roster-wise from all the mods we have played before in that, so I'm not too focused on going through that weapon by weapon, but the animals are definitely going to be worthwhile to try spending the time to properly get and showcase and display. Yeah, I'm just going to go for a little bit more of a jog. I'm thinking if I work southwest, then I can push completely north and not have to worry about the wind a little later for this hunt. Just some more moss chops. Nothing else really, though. More Gallimimus. Yeah, I'm just going to keep going, and we'll just have to keep our eyes peeled and roaming around. I'm trying to think of what animals from the trophy roster we haven't gotten. I think the Stegos... We have seen a couple of Stegos, but I don't think I've taken any. Or did I take the one and then... I'm trying to remember. I might have actually taken the Stegosaurus with the Trachodon. I think just... Again, whenever I try to be accurate and spend time trying to line everything up, it feels like those shots I miss more than just the random ones I just take off chance or willy-nilly. The more you try, the more likely you fail, almost. But yeah, I might have a Stegosaurus. Just trying to think if there are any species that I still need to snag. Oh. Well, there could be one we can just pick up again. We did just send a Stego bolting through the trees a bit there. Although, I don't think it'll be running all that much. It is the only animal we have actually kind of seen from the trophy roster yet. Now that's actually a bit of ambient noise I hadn't heard for quite a while. It's just like the standard carnivores, I think, herbivore call. I'm almost wondering if it's tied to, like, an animal now. Yeah, that Stego's just kind of running around back here still. I don't know if it's like it has spook behavior that it keeps freaking out like this, or what, because, like, I thought they were supposed to have pretty bad senses. But it seems like this one doesn't. Like, let me just get up here, take a look around, and then see. Oh, that's somebody I've been looking for. Oh, right, okay, he spotted me. Alright, sniper rifle is 5 now. There we go, Hornet the Mime is taken down. And with that being the only animal so far, I am going to... There we go, Stego can go down too. Okay, there's those taken down. And yeah, I'm going to work my way up a bit more north, see what else we can find. I'm going to lean as the Rex. Maybe it was a bug spawn, it wasn't intended to happen. So we'll just hope that we don't have any more encounters with something like that. But that at least adds a couple more species to the trophy room. And I think the only ambient animal that I haven't collected for it yet may be the Dryosaurs. But they could be anywhere on the map. I might even want to try looking for those Phytosauruses again. Like, the fact that they can go aggressive does make me wonder if they... it's kind of a mixed bag. On the one hand, you would think anything that could go aggressive to attack you might be considerable for the trophy room. But on the other, because of how slow and how close you need to be to actually provoke them, maybe they're just like a new sort of ambient, non-trophy animal. I don't really know. But we might see about trying to get another Stego up here. And just, again, for safety's sake, maybe we'll keep the revolver ready. One of the interesting things is, whereas all the other weapons have, like, 2 clips for each row of ammo, the revolver has only been given its base 6. And with the double ammo, it's 12. So it makes me wonder if this is truly, like, a hand cannon that will put down a lot steadily for you. Instead of worrying about Mortal Zone, all you need to do is try pumping the shots in. Yeah, see, the Stego is very close. It's just on the other side of this hill. I don't want to... I don't want to go too close because I can cause an attack or provoke it if I do so. Okay, I might try for that Alice. Oh. Okay, well, I can try for Pachycephalosaurus and Allosaurus, too. And we'll go along and see, but we at least got the Expo to take down something this episode. So that's a nice little victory. And I'll have to see how far these other 2 animals got. I think if we can take them, we'll end the episode and then take a look at the trophy room to see how... What does it look like with a few other species in it as well? Oh. Maybe I did take down the Pachycephalosaurus. Because... Yeah, that could be it right there. So maybe I just have the Allosaur to get. You know what? Again, just for safety's sake, I'm going to be ready with the revolver. And just keep my eyes open. Now, I'll let that Pachycephalosaurus go again. Let me see if I can call that owl win. Now, I scared off all the little ambient guys, but I didn't hear a reply back from the Allosaurus, so I think it may have ran off for a fair distance. Actually, it might have been wounded by one of those shots. Because we do have a blood trail here.
Getting trophy aboard. Moving to the trophy area.
Yeah, I can't imagine any other animal that the blood trail might be from. The Pachycephalosaurus, it looked like we already took down. Oh, the only problem is with the hills, it feels like with my luck it's going to be just on the other side of one. As I'm trying to climb over, I'll suddenly have an Allosaurus on my face. Let's see. Well, that's just Calmimus and Moss Chops. Morphodon. Oh. Okay, so. And just for the sake of speed. There we go.
Trophy coordinates received.
And we'll end this hunt before anything goes wrong and we can take our trophies. And here we are in the trophy room, where we'll be able to get a little bit of a better idea of how things are filling up the roster. So I'm trying to think of... So it does look like the species might have specific locations for themselves, because on the first two Parasaurs we got, they occupied this area. The Trachodon has a little marshy area here that might support two for it. The Pachycephalosaurus here is most likely, if we got a second, the two headbutting each other. Just a couple of natural stegos out and about here. And then a couple of Allosauruses fighting over some bones, perhaps. Now, there's also the Ornithomimus that should be somewhere around here, too. Let me just get up on top of here and take a look around. Or... wait. Or did the Ornithomimus happen after I gotten, like, attacked by the Rex? Or before it? I can't remember. I feel like... I'm trying to remember the process. I think I got the Ornithomimus. It was after the Trachodon. So... I thought it should be in here. Unless maybe it's in, like, a coming soon or it doesn't have a trophy placement yet. Because I could kind of see that happening, as the idea was just to get the trophy room made up for the base trophy roster and a number of the endemic species, and there's still more work to be done to add in like the other spots where some of the other endemic animals might go. Although I do want to take a good look at this guy. Like, we've seen all these animals well before, but the Trachodon, yeah, was really well animated and very smooth for its movements. We weren't able to get really close to hear any of the calls or that. And it has that Carnivores texture detail where, from a distance, it looks really nice and well. As you get up close, though, then you kind of see more like the... Actually, even the Parasaur is not too bad for like how blurry it gets up close. But yeah, it was really interesting to see this guy just randomly on the map. Again, I'll have to check the trophy menu, or the hunt menu and see if there are any... Oh, I spy what we were looking for. I'll have to check the maps on the menu and see if they do have any listing for, like, what endemic species there might be, or even if there's just, like, a number of so many species, that way you have some idea. But yeah, this is the Ornithomimus here. And this is one we spotted on our first week, but we didn't manage to take down. But I do love that they're giving them more like, God, you actually have super crisp textures. Like, the eye really stands out as being very sharp and clean. And even, like, it is very Carnivores feeling for, like, the style and aesthetic for, like, is it, like, Buryan artwork? But even up close, it doesn't actually stretch or blur all that badly. It's really nicely done. But anyway, what was I at? Yeah, I'll check the maps in the menu, see if they do have any listing for, like, what number of endemics, if any endemics they have. And we'll just do maybe one more on Taran Shocks. We'll open up a little bit more of the animal roster to go after. See what we can get. And try to get the dry sources in here as well. It might just be because the trophy room is as big as it is, we'll have to try to go up some of these flights of stairs to check the sides to see where other species have been located. But from the layout, it looks like the idea is probably 2 of each species in kind of these, like, taxidermy stands to show them off in poses. I love how the trophy room is, though, and this and Cordelia are really setting a precedence for all kinds of really good stuff to come for Carnivores mods in the future. But thank you guys very much for joining me on this episode of the series. If you did like this video, be sure to give it a like. And if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, share in the comments right down below. And until I see you all in the next video episode, Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.